about there, but not quite, was the sacred fire. I remember standing here. I think it was like right about here. And so we got up really early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, and we see the panel trucks drive up, and it's a SWAT team. They pull up to the barricade. So there's like 3 of us that go, holy shit, they're here, you know. 4 of us went to the front with our hands up. They were already pointing their weapons at our heads and our hearts, and they wanted us to leave this area. They were asking for the leaders. The people are the leaders, and the fact that the women are the title holders to the land. And we said, you know, you can take down the barricade. Go ahead, do it, but we're not leaving here. They shot tear gas and concussion grenades at us. The first 2 went flying back on them. There's a wind that just came up. And finally, there was one behind us all as we were holding hands. And so we had to run. And as we were running, they were shooting the tear gas at us, at our feet. One hit my foot, another hit another woman's foot. And when they started shooting, I think people were in shock. There was some of us, we were standing out in the open, and you know, you could hear the bullets whizzing and the firepower, and we froze. And I had to tell people, let's run, and we got to run. I think the people in our community did a very strong and powerful thing. But the first ones to block the highway were the SQ. And they left behind them their vehicles, so they gifted them to us along with the payloader. And that payloader really was a workhorse that summer. But we put up a defensive barricade, and our fundamental human rights, the right to food, the right to water, the right to medicine, that was all gone out the door. The SQ tortured men, so did the Canadian Army. It was as if we were the villains, we were the criminals, when the actual criminals were actually no longer alive, but their entities still exist, which is the Seminary of St. Sulpice and the Government of Canada. And they refused to intervene. It became more of a police and military intervention rather than looking at the human rights of the people from this community and our rights to protect our land and to defend our sovereignty. I think that Kanehsatà is being punished for destroying the stellar reputation Canada had before 1990 as being a human rights advocate for the world. And so I think for myself and for others, you know, we don't want 1990 to have happened in vain. And so we need to keep the spotlight on what's going on our issues, because it's the same all across the board. Elsipogtog, Gustafson Lake, Ipperwash, the Wet'suwet'en, the tar sands. All these land dispossessions are done because of a racist doctrine, the doctrine of discovery, which Canada has yet to repudiate.